If you want to age well and prevent disease, you probably know you need to have strong bones. And here are 4 tips to have strong bones as you age that your doctor probably has not mentioned to you. Hey, I'm Priscilla. I'm your Houston, Texas nurse, and I'm gonna help you take action today for a healthier tomorrow. The number one thing that you need to know to have strong bones as you age is that you need to decrease insulin resistance in your life. The reason that's important is as we age, most people become more insulin resistant due to the quote unquote normal factors of aging, such as increased stress, decreased movement, muscle loss, poor nutrition, poor sleep, less time outside, all those things. The problem with not addressing insulin resistance or not being mindful of it is that we can unintentionally wander into that path of type 2 diabetes as a result, or of prediabetes, or of a higher level of insulin resistance. This is very important for your bone health because did you know that research has shown that people with type 2 diabetes have really poor healing after a bone fracture or a bone injury? Also, the process that is involved in building new bones as we age or at any age is called bone remodeling. This process is hindered when someone is more insulin resistant. Whatever you're going to do, make sure that your foundation is strong. And that foundation is going to be with any health issue that you have, any health concern that you have, it will always be decrease insulin resistance in your life. I bet you didn't know that was related to your bone health. And if you want more videos, I'll link some more videos I have about insulin resistance in the link below. I also have a program all about it. The second thing you need to do to have healthy bones is to make sure that you probably haven't heard about, that you have the proper vitamins and minerals in your body. Now, most people, especially your doctor, has probably told you, most people know, you gotta have calcium to have strong bones. Isn't that right? However, why do so many women continue to have osteoporosis if they have been told this for years on years on years, and they keep drinking all this milk, or they keep having high dairy consumption, or they're even taking calcium supplements? Why do we still have so much osteoporosis and osteoarthritis? The reason is because the calcium is not getting into the bones and teeth where it belongs. One of the reasons. You have to have enough vitamin K to get the calcium into your bones and teeth. The problem is that a lot of people are taking calcium without vitamin K. I do not know why doctors don't recommend vitamin K. Maybe some of them are, but it's really challenging to get enough vitamin K in our diet. And vitamin K has so many other health benefits for us, especially as we age. One byproduct of having too much calcium outside of the bones and teeth is something called atherosclerosis. That is calcification of the arteries. And this can be a byproduct of that calcium buildup in soft tissues. And so not only do we want to have enough vitamin K to promote strong bones, to get that calcium in there, we also want to have vitamin K to prevent the buildup of calcium where it shouldn't belong. Very important there. This is why I do a hair tissue mineral analysis. One of the reasons. Hair is soft tissue. And when we see soft tissue have a high content of calcium, it makes us wonder, why isn't calcium in the bones and teeth where it belongs? Why is it in soft tissue? So a lot of my clients who have that, they also have thyroid issues because it can slow down thyroid function. A lot of times you need vitamin K. Also along minerals, back to that, you must have enough magnesium to have strong bones. Magnesium is very important for strong bones. Magnesium glycinate specifically, most people tolerate the best. It is the best absorbed. I can link the one I recommend below in the comments or the description. The other aspect too with minerals is to make sure that if you're eating a very healthy diet, that your stomach acid is sufficient to support that diet. Meaning, if you don't have enough stomach acid to absorb the nutrients from the food you're consuming, you will not absorb the minerals that you're eating. As we age, stomach acid declines. And a lot of people also perpetuate low stomach acid production by high stress situations. This is one of the reasons also that medications like Prilosec are associated with osteoporosis. If someone is on Prilosec for way too long, there's a higher risk that they will have weak bones. Who's telling you that? No one. Okay, third thing to make sure that you have strong bones is you have to have movement. Movement is medicine. And a lot of people promote heavy weightlifting, but I'm here to tell you that is not the only way to build strong bones. And the truth behind heavy weightlifting is we do need to load our bones to build strong bones. This is one of the ironic reasons why an obese person, as they age, might have stronger bones than someone who is a normal weight at the same age. Do you know why? Because the obese person has a higher load on their bones. When every time they walk, they're carrying more. Now, that's not an incentive to be obese, but what it is the reality is that there's a reason a lot of very normal weight or even thin women as they age have weak bones. They're not loading their muscles. So yes, we do need to lift weights, build muscle to build strong bones. The other aspect to that too is any type of movement will help you build muscle or build strong bones. And one of the reasons is that blood flow is required to build new bones. So being sedentary is out of the question. You have to be active. You have to be moving. This is one of the reasons walking can build strong bones. Sure, you can use a weighted vest, but if you don't have one, it doesn't matter. Just go for a walk. So I would incorporate walking. I would incorporate weightlifting with an understanding that you don't have to lift heavy. You just need to stress the muscles continuously. That's what I do with my clients. You can do it at home. You can do it with body weight, but you do need to focus on building muscle. And if you want me to do a video about how to build muscle without lifting heavy all the time, let me know. And then the other thing too that can be very helpful is jumping and balance, because it is not only about dense bones as we age, it's also about elasticity and mobility for your bones as we age. Dense bones are not automatically the healthiest. They're better, but what we really want to have is also that mobility and flexibility of our bone tissue. And so one way to do that is jumping. Jumping is a phenomenal tool to build balance and elasticity and mobility for your bones. And the final thing to help you build very strong bones is to decrease chronic stress. Chronic stress alone has been shown to be enough to increase bone loss as someone ages. And the reason is that chronic stress decreases stomach acid, so you're not absorbing the nutrients from the food that you're consuming. Chronic stress increases cortisol production, taking prednisone very frequently. Did you know that increases the risk for osteoporosis as you age because it breaks down bones? The same is true for being chronically stressed. If you have elevated cortisol chronically, you are more likely to have weak bones as you age. The other reason chronic stress increases bone loss as we age is that these bones need the minerals from the food that we're consuming. So even if you're supplementing, you might be depleting your body of these minerals because chronic stress depletes minerals such as magnesium, such as potassium, and sodium, which is really required to absorb the magnesium we're consuming. Those are just a few examples of how chronic stress can negatively impact our life, especially our bone health. And I doubt your doctor, when you go see them, says, let's build strong bones. If you're at risk for osteoarthritis or osteopenia, maybe you should decrease stress in your life. But that is very, very important. So elevated stress increases blood sugar dysregulation, which leads to insulin resistance. So it all circles around to the same thing. I hope this video was helpful. My goal for you is to help you decrease stress in your approach to aging well and preventing disease. And if you have any questions, if you'd like to see another video on any of the topics I mentioned, please comment below and I will link some of the helpful items for you there too. Thanks and take care.